Welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a look at the infamous Traxxas Mini Maxx here at the RC Roundtable. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to have a discussion about some of my likes and dislikes right out of the box with this RC before we even run it. So stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it. The Traxxas Mini Maxx here on RC Reviews. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're checking out the Traxxas Mini Maxx. A lot of controversy around this little RC. I gotta be honest, when I first heard they were coming out with a Mini Maxx, I was pretty hyped. I ain't gonna lie. That Maxx name holds a lot of weight. As you can see there in the background, we have the X-Maxx. That truck is a beast. I love it. I run it all the time. We also have featured on the channel in the past the Maxx Original and the Maxx V2. Those are two of my most favorite trucks of all time when we're talking Traxxas. I really enjoy them. So when I heard they were coming out with a Mini Maxx, I was excited. So have my thoughts changed? Before we get into that, let's go ahead and unbox the Mini Maxx and see what's inside. Let's get it. Alright, so now that we have successfully unveiled the Traxxas Mini Maxx, I gotta say, I really like the look of the truck. It truly is a mini scaled down version of the Maxx. But before we get into detailed look at the truck itself, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things you get here in the kit. We do have our instruction guide, of course, with our bag of goodies. Looks like shock spacers, some wheel wrenches, and hex keys and whatnot. And then the star of the show, the TQ radio, not the TQI, the TQ radio, which is even more bare bones than our already existing TQI radio that desperately needs an update. The TQ radio features one set button. You have your steering trim, your on and off switch, and that's pretty much it. No module support for this radio at all. And kind of a negative in my book because speaking out of personal experience, this is not an opinion, this is a fact because it's happened to me. This radio, especially if you're like me and you like to do speed runs and your RC is kind of far away from you, you will lose signal with this radio. It's happened to me before with my brushed Rally before we upgraded it to the VXL Rally. And of course, Traxxas has decided to re-release the Rally brushless. So yeah, personal experience, this is really not a good radio. Not too bad if it's, you know, being used with a crawler, something that you're going to be kind of up close to when you're controlling the RC itself. But from far away driving, you will definitely lose signal with this radio. So kind of bummed about that. So that's pretty much all you really get in the kit. This little charger could have done without, not really necessary. And from what I hear, it's like a 2-hour charge. Of course, if you're like me and you've purchased from Traxxas before, you probably already own an Easy Peak live charger or even an Easy Peak charger, fast charger, that will charge your batteries in under an hour. So we'll not be using this. Haven't ran 2S in years. I don't run any of my RCs with 2S. It's 3S and up. That's just the way I roll. I mean, that's just me. I like speed, I like power, I like backflips and wheelies for days. I don't know, that's just me. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take a closer look here at the truck itself. And it does look like we do get some sledgehammer tires. Now I can't really tell if there's any foam in these tires or not. It's kind of hard to tell. If there is foam in the tire, it's got to be pretty thin, because it's kind of hard to tell if there is any at all. Looking here at the front bumper, the front profile of the truck, it does highly resemble, almost identical to the original Maxx. We are missing that roof skid plate here on the top of the body. And of course, no wheelie bar. So those are some features that I'm noticing right off the gate, just by looking at the truck, you know, at first glance, that are missing on this truck. All right, so moving on. This truck does come with the clipless body mounting system. So there are these little holes here, kind of like with the XRT that hold the body on. So we're gonna go ahead and take the body off real quick and take a look inside the chassis. All right, so we have got the body off the truck here, and we're taking a look inside the chassis. These are where the body mounts go. So there's 4, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear, and same thing here inside the body. No real support throughout the middle of the body there. So I'm thinking the roof is going to be your weak point, especially off the ramp. We'll just have to see how that goes. But taking a look here at the chassis, it does kind of resemble the Maxx when we look here at the truck itself, with a few minor differences. We do have this battery holder here. I really like these. I'm glad that Traxxas is still doing this. Makes it a whole lot easier to install your battery. It's just really so much more convenient. I wish Arma would start doing that instead of using those straps. It's not really that big of a deal, but it is a time saver for sure. Looks like we do have plastic drive shafts. That's not shocking. I figured that. Plastic steering arms or links right there in the front. Not surprising at all. No big deal really, as long as they're durable. The plush suspension, pretty good. Looks like it may bottom out on a hard landing off the ramp. Also, we do have our standard Traxxas Ultra Shocks here. Pretty basic, but they should get the job done with an RC this size. No big deal there. We do have our servo mounted kind of high here up front, and that is a Traxxas 2056 servo with a servo saver there. And our receiver is right here in the center, and remember that is a TQ receiver, not TQI. So we're definitely going to have to upgrade that so that we can have guaranteed better radio reception on faraway driving. And again here, this is the BL2S electronic system here. Looks like a 3300 kV brushless motor with your 2S ESC. I have no experience with this electronic system, guys, so I know nothing about it. I don't run 2S, so this is a first for me. Kind of a bummer though, because I wish that the Maxx would have came out with the VXL system, you know, capable of running 3S. That would have been awesome. Such a missed opportunity by Traxxas. I don't get it. That's what is really throwing me for a loop with this whole Mini Maxx kit, is why they would nerf it like that out of the box when you already have the Mini E Revo, or MER for short, as we call it, that comes stock with the VXL system, capable of 3S and 50-mile-an-hour speeds out of the box. So in order to get speeds like that out of this truck, you're definitely going to have to upgrade your electronic system. And from what I hear, you're also going to need Traxxas's center diff for this truck if you want to run 3S, so that's also a bummer. But I don't want to knock this truck just yet. I mean, we haven't even ran it yet, but these are just things that I'm seeing, that I'm noticing, that I'm not really hype about with this truck. All right, to sum up here with the Mini Maxx, I guess really the major thing that's rubbing me the wrong way is the price point for this kit. $269, close to $300 out the door is a bit ridiculous in my opinion, especially knowing that the MERV exists. Currently, the MERV right now is about $300. And it comes stock with a VXL system. You can run 3S on that truck, no problem. 50 miles an hour stock out of the box on 3S with that truck, and it comes with a TQI radio system. So knowing that and knowing about all the other competition out there, Traxxas is just in another universe with their price points. So maybe that's what it is. I mean, I know there's fun to be had here with the Mini Maxx, but I just don't see the value for what you're getting here. And knowing that you're gonna have to upgrade to a VXL system, you're talking another, you know, a little over $100 just for the VXL system, and then you have to buy the center diff just so this truck can handle 3S. You're looking at over $400, close to $500 after it's all said and done. I don't know, to me it just seems more like a money pit just to get the Mini Maxx on the level of some of the competition out there. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I hate to be negative, but I gotta be honest. I gotta be real with y'all. I just don't see the value, but I do look forward to running it. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up in the next video. We'll do the maiden run, we'll do a speed run, take it off road and on the ramp. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, that's all I got for this video. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.